In Episode 1, we established that the rabbis had no authority to change God's explicit command for blood atonement. So, who did have that authority? This is Episode 2, the Melchizedek order. To understand this, we need to go back to Genesis 14. Abraham just won a military victory and rescued his nephew Lot. On his way back, he meets a mysterious figure. Genesis 14:18. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High. Notice three things. First, Melchizedek was a king of Salem, which later became Jerusalem. Second, he was a priest. Not just any priest, but a priest of God Most High, El Elyon, the true God. Third, he held both offices simultaneously, king and priest. This is extremely rare and significant. Now watch what happens next. Genesis 14:19, and he blessed Abraham. Then verse 20, and Abraham gave him a tenth of everything. Abraham, the father of the Jewish people, gave honor and a tithe to Melchizedek. This is crucial. Abraham bowed to this priest-king and recognized his authority. Here is why this matters. The Levitical priesthood had not been established yet. Aaron had not been born. The law had not been given. The entire sacrificial system Judaism is built on did not exist yet. But this priesthood, the Melchizedek priesthood, already existed, and Abraham honored it. So, which priesthood is higher? The one Abraham bowed to, or the one that came through Abraham's great-grandson Levi? The answer is obvious. The Melchizedek order is superior. Now fast forward to Psalm 110. This is a messianic psalm. Jews and Christians both agree it is about the Messiah. Psalm 110:1. The Lord says to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. David is calling the Messiah his Lord. Then verse 4. The Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. Read that again. The Messiah is a priest, not in the order of Aaron, not in the Levitical line, in the order of Melchizedek. This changes everything. If the Messiah operates in the Melchizedek order, he has authority that supersedes the Levitical priesthood. He can do what Levitical priests cannot. He can establish a new covenant. He can offer a different kind of sacrifice. He can change the system because he operates at a higher level of authority. Now, here's the problem for Judaism. The Levitical priesthood required specific genealogy. You had to be born into the tribe of Levi, descended from Aaron. No exceptions. But the Messiah, according to prophecy, comes from the tribe of Judah. He is a descendant of King David. David was from Judah, not Levi. So how can the Messiah be a priest if he is not from the Levitical line? Answer, because he is not a Levitical priest. He is a Melchizedek priest, a priest-king. And that order existed before the Levitical system and is higher than it. This is not a violation of the law. This is the fulfillment the law always pointed toward. Let me show you why Melchizedek is so important. He appears suddenly in Genesis 14. No genealogy, no birth record, no mention of his parents or his death. He just appears, blesses Abraham, and disappears. He brought bread and wine to Abraham. Sound familiar? Jesus instituted the new covenant with bread and wine. He was king of Salem, which means peace. Jesus is called the Prince of Peace. He was a priest of God Most High without Levitical lineage. Jesus is our high priest without being from Levi. Melchizedek was a preview, a shadow of the Messiah who would come. Now, let's go back to the authority question. If the Messiah has authority in the Melchizedek order, he can do what the rabbis could not. The rabbis were teachers, not priests, not prophets, not kings. They had no authority to change the covenant. But a priest in the Melchizedek order, he can mediate a new covenant. He can offer a better sacrifice. He can fulfill the old system and establish something new. This is not replacing God's plan. This is completing it. Judaism recognizes the Melchizedek order exists. Psalm 110 is in their scriptures. They cannot deny it. The question is, has the Messiah in this order already come? If a man came with the credentials of the Melchizedek order, if he was authenticated by God himself, if he offered the final sacrifice and rose from the dead, would you recognize him? Or would you reject him because he did not fit your expectations? Next episode, we examine the timeline problem. Daniel 9 gives a specific time frame for when the Messiah must come, and it is before the temple was destroyed in 70 CE. If the Messiah had to come before 70 CE, and no one since has rebuilt the temple or restored the sacrifices, then either the Messiah already came or the prophecy failed. That is episode 3. Questions? Drop them in the comments or DM me. See you next time.